Listen, I'm down to follow you. I'm down to follow you on your journey. That's why we.
You here to follow me, or you here to follow Lori Harvey though?
I'm not following Lori Harvey. Not nowhere, but to the bank. If I can follow her to the bank, I would. That's the only place I'm gonna follow that girl.
I just would like to say that Lori is getting all of the praises this week. If you do not know, it is because
it's not all praises. The men are mad.
Are they mad?
The men are upset.
The men are mad.
Wait. Okay. So I guess the
Big
women
salt.
are praising her, but the men are upset.
The men are big salt. They're praising Michael B. Jordan. They're not praising her.
So clearly y'all know, and I think we announced this a couple weeks ago that she was clearly out spotted leaving the airplane with Michael B. Jordan. Mm-hmm. She was with him for Thanksgiving and New Year's, which that tells you it's pretty serious. I think the holidays with a person make it kind of serious.
I don't know.
No?
I don't know if that's serious. We used to think that about meeting a dude's mama, and then we realized she meets all the hosts. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, but do all the hoes get to come to Thanksgiving and New Year's?
It depends.
Really?
Yeah, it depends. Some families don't think of it as like a really special tradition. Some families just think of it as a time to get together. And this year was weird anyway.
Oh, you're right.
COVID, like who knows what they were actually doing. We didn't see pictures of them with the you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
With everybody's families involved. You just saw them
there was
traveling
reports
together.
that they went to Steve's house.
Come on, Steve's house.
Yeah.
First name basis, baby.
Uncle Steve is friendly. So yeah, I would.
Steve Hightower. Yeah.
I want Steve Hightower. Yeah.
So wait, what are the men mad about?
They're mad that Lori Harvey is out here living her best, free, fluid life.
They are mad that us women are praising her for getting the ultimate and last Infinity Stone.
She's Thanos.
Of having
Lori Harvey is Thanos.
For having Michael B. Jordan actually claim her because that has never happened before. That's what
Trey Songz was posting her.
No. Michael B. Jordan claiming someone?
A woman.
Oh, that's true.
Infinity Stone, Thanos.
It is an Infinity Stone because I thought he liked the whites. I thought he liked the Beckys. That was a rumor as well.
That was the rumor for quite a while.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm loving it. I will say the praise is also coming from the women, but I'm seeing some hypocrisy that I wanted to bring to the light.
Hypocrisy,
I'm just saying,
go and get messy.
So a lot of people. So here's one. I won't say his name because I argued with him all weekend on the Chatty House. But someone tweeted, "Y'all want Sierra's prayer or Lori's finesse?" I have also seen a lot of women saying they want the Lori Harvey prayer. Here is my problem, right? I understand that we are in a phase where, yes, as women, we're dating. She's in her early 20s. She's bagging all the celebrity men that a lot of women want to bag. And, that's seen as like, ooh, you're getting claimed by celebrities. My problem is I'm finding a hard time differentiating between Lori and the other girls who do it the same exact way. So the Amber Roses, the Black Chynas, the Dreas, the Lyras, the girls who have also been claimed, gotten rings, and unfortunately, they're viewed as groupie hoes and all of these, negative connotations because they're regular girls that are bagging the same guys that Lori's bagging. And so I don't think that anyone should be asking for Lori's prayer unless they have Lori money. Or the Harvey money.
Well, there is a little bit of a difference between Lori and the women that you mentioned.
Talk to me. Yeah. What's the difference?
Well, for one, Lori, we don't ever hear Lori Harvey speak.
We've never heard her voice.
I have no idea.
We just heard Amber speak for the first time recently.
No, ma'am. We've been hearing Amber Rose speak for 10 years. We're
not when she was with Kanye. She didn't speak at all.
She spoke as soon as she left Kanye, which was 10 years ago. As soon as that ended, she did an interview with Hot 97. Yes, that's absolutely
And what's
true.
the problem with her speaking?
There's nothing wrong. I'm stating the difference between an Amber Rose and a Black Chyna and a Lori Harvey. Okay. Lori Harvey doesn't share her opinions about things. She doesn't share her what she's doing with her money, how she's making her business, what her thought. She doesn't share any of that. Everything that she presents to you on the internet is exactly what she wants you to see, and that's it. The difference with an Amber Rose and a Black Chyna, they're very opinionated, boisterous women. A lot of men don't like opinionated and boisterous women. On top of the fact that a lot of the posts that came about were surrounding their relationships with the guys with the celebrities that they were attached to at the time.
That's all we're hearing about Lori now.
Yeah, but
it's who she's dating.
But she's not speaking about it.
Y'all speaking about it.
All that we heard about Amber Rose and Blac Chyna was who they was fucking and who their baby daddies were. That's all we heard about them for years.
That's all we are hearing about Lori.
But that's all they talked about. Lori doesn't have to talk about shit. Lori hasn't said anything.
See, my problem with that is
any of these men, not one.
Well, see, I will disagree with that. Again, those women did become household names because we spoke on them based on who they were dating. However, I fully disagree that these women only talk about these men. A lot of these women, from Drea, Blac Chyna, and Amber, they all are now business women that took their name and who they dated and capitalized and became business women. Yeah. So I also hate the fact that, yeah, I get it. Lori doesn't share as much with us, but we're sitting here on a podcast. Does that make us less than a Lori Harvey because we're not quiet women?
No, I'm not saying it makes us less than. I'm stating the difference in why the approach and why the reception of a Lori Harvey is different versus the Amber Rose or a Blac Chyna. Because like you said, you have to also consider the entry point. And we said this in like the first or second episode. When you're rich, nobody cares. Lori Harvey already entered the scene as Steve Harvey's stepdaughter with money. Nobody gave a fuck about the fact that she came from nothing and built a business on her back like a Blac Chyna or Amber Rose. Exactly. Nobody cared about that. So, of course, people are excited and looking like, girl, send the note, sis. Let us know how to do this because she's not talking about any men that she's dealing with. She's not talking about the sex. She's not talking about the relationship. She's not giving none of the tea. Amber Rose and Blac Chyna spilling the tea.
Well, and guess what?
They're building business, but
therefore, ladies, there's no need to ask for a prayer then from a Lori Harvey unless you come from a Steve Harvey household.
Correct.
Because at the end of the day, I think a lot of women are more like the Ambers and the Blac Chynas that come from nothing.
No. Let me bring it to you right quick. Hold on. Because what we're not gonna do is most women nothing. Let me tell you why.
Check me, sis.
Yeah, I'm gonna check you real quick. Hold on.
Okay, because I believe
I do think there are more women that are in the Amber Rose Blac Chyna category
for
than the Lori Harveys.
Than the Lori Harveys.
There are more
100%
on that side of things.
Coming from the gutter. Here we go.
Imagine coming from a 2-parent household. Your daddy loves you so much, spoils you. You are the world in his eyes until you are an adult. As a black girl.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yes. You never have to worry about anything in terms of financial. And when you become an adult, you're barely into your 20s and you have any man that you want at your helm, not because you were on a pole before that, not because you had a sex tape before that, just because you are a beautiful black woman. And you could say,
with your own.
And you could say, do you know who my father is? Imagine other black women looking at that and being like, wow. I don't gotta be on a pole. I don't gotta have a sex tape, but I could be the baddest bitch out here in this land. I can have anybody I want. That's some shit to aspire to. Boom.
Well, you can't aspire to it if you're adult already and your dad and you ain't come from a Steve Harvey household.
I can't aspire to that because at the end of the day, I could look at that and be like, you know what? Let me change the way I move. Let me change the way I present my confidence. I should be the one entering a room and be like, yo, everybody around me should feel like they got to step their game up because I entered the room.
But that's
the kind of confidence I need to have because that's the kind of confidence she has.
I can fuck with that.
But be clear, none of those women who are aspiring and wanting the prayer are praying for that type of confidence. They're praying for that man.
They're praying for the men.
They're praying for that man.
And that's why I'm here to say it should be the ladies flipping that frame of mind. It's not about the men. Because even when I posted on Twitter last night, it's not about the men. It's about Lori being who she is and bossing the way she's bossing in a way that black women, it's literally black girl privilege we're seeing right now. It's black girl privilege.
She's owning her power.
She is privileged enough to be like, yo, I'm me, and that's all I need to be to move, shake shit up, and dominate the industry. That's all I need to be. That's it.
And it's great.
And I bagged the one dude, the top nigga that nobody has ever can even say that they had him claim them back
as the top nigga.
He's the only celeb that we have not seen tied to another celebrity.
And he's created that.
And he don't belong
to
in the streets.
Oh, you right.
He don't be
He don't belong to the
because clearly
streets.
we know that there isn't much things to say good about when she was dating Future.
I mean, I think everybody's...
a lot of her other guys have been for the streets, I guess would be the difference in this.
But I also think
it's also belongs to the street niggas wifing her the fuck up.
who tried unsuccessfully.
Tried unsuccessfully, but that they had to step their game up because Lori Harvey ain't for the streets. So to be with the Lori Harvey, you can't be on the same bullshit you was on with other women. Step your shit up. Claim me.
Oh, I like that.
Take me on these trips. Have me all over your Instagram, social media, and stuff like that. Because understand, when I step into the room, you gotta move different.
But what you just said really like resonated with me in a point to where that is the thing, and I don't think women. Hear me out. I'm now dealing with someone where I'm seeing the effort, I'm seeing the change, I'm seeing like the attention that I want, and that's the real thing. When a man wants you, he will make it very obvious. You will not have to question his intentions. Never. You will not have to ask him, what are we? You will not have to be like, so we exclusive? Like, you're not fucking with anyone else, right? Like, it's just me. Like, I'm literally in my, again, it took 30 and goddamn the world almost ending for me to meet someone where a part of it, I don't have to question whether he loves me or whether he wants to be with me.
But that also came at a time where you gained in the last 2 years financial independence.
Oh yeah, that's another
There
point.
you go.
You attracted what you were ready for. And I think that needs to be the bottom line, right? That's why when everybody's like, oh, I want Lori Harvey. The only thing that I want from Lori Harvey is the bank account, sis. For real. Because at the end of the day, that financial stability and the freedom to move, and it's not about wealth either. It's really about the freedom to move how you want to move. When you have enough financial stability, whatever that standard looks like for you as a woman, that freedom to move, however, whenever, when you don't need a man, you don't need anybody else to put you on or help you with this or nothing, even if she was born into it, that's fine. That's fine. I'm actually excited to see a black woman born into wealth.
Black
and be able
American
to move that
princess.
way.
We seen Baps right before our eyes.
I'm happy. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that a black woman born in privilege gets to live this type of life. She deserves that.
Look at black girl privilege. Come on.
Clap it up one time.
Come on.